San Pedro is located in the South Bay in the harbor region of Los Angeles. As you can see behind me, we have the Vincent Thomas Bridge, which is a very significant bridge. The Vincent Thomas Bridge is actually the fourth longest suspension bridge in California. It spans 1,500 feet and it connects Northwest San Pedro with Terminal Island, so it connects San Pedro and Long Beach. This is a huge international seaport. This is where a lot of our goods come from Asia, from South America, anything on the Pacific side. It's one of the most important assets of Los Angeles. It doesn't look like much now, but what this is going to be is called West Harbor. This is a huge development here in San Pedro. So if you are looking to move to San Pedro, this might be a good time to buy. There are going to be tons of restaurants, eateries, a park. There's going to be an amphitheater. There's going to be so many cool things for the public to come and enjoy. You have to check out West Harbor once it's done. Come down, explore San Pedro, enjoy San Pedro, visit San Pedro. This is going to be a huge cool place to hang out, to see music, to enjoy good food, to spend time with your family, to spend time with your friends. Whatever you want to do here, it's gonna have it all. If you want to feel like you're on top of the world, come to the Korean Bell Friendship Park here in San Pedro. My God, the views are stunning. I can see all the way out to Catalina out there. It is a clear day, but it is hazy, so you can barely see it, but it's there. I can see it. We can see up into the Palos Verdes Peninsula. When you walk across this lawn, it is just breathtaking. You really do feel like you are on top of the world. And then behind me, we have the Korean Bell. This is a very special monument. It was donated by South Korea to LA County, to Los Angeles, and to America to commemorate the friendship between South Korea and America. In 1976, 200 years after America became America. It's a stunning structure built by South Korean craftsmen and restored here again in 2013, and it's just beautiful. So come out and visit. There's a great park here. There is basketball courts. People are outside enjoying the weather, enjoying that beautiful Pacific Coast breeze, and one of the most beautiful monuments here in LA County, and certainly in San Pedro. So make sure to put this on your list of things to do when visiting San Pedro. This little area here is the Maritime Museum. This is the largest maritime museum in the state of California. It has so much to offer here as far as history. We have 2 battleships here. Come on down here at least and visit this area. There's a ton of great restaurants. There's a lot to do. It's great during the day, great at night. What's really interesting about San Pedro for me is I grew up in San Francisco, and this city feels a lot like San Francisco. There's just so many similarities. They're both seaport cities. They're both obviously on the water. There's a huge industrial component to it, urban component to it. And I think the diversity too of the cultures, the traditions, the cuisines, the mix of cultures, which is a very American thing. The feeling of the air, the smell of the ocean, it just reminds me so much of home. It is different. It's Southern California. The temperature is slightly warmer. It's a Los Angeles city, so you are going to see a lot of that element here. Dodgers, LA, palm trees. This is a huge fishing community. It has been a fishing community for generations and generations. It's what built the city of San Pedro, and a lot of those families still reside here. Their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren. These look like lobster traps behind me. Another indication of the fishing community that continues to thrive here. It's a very tight-knit community. If you live here, you know your neighbors, you know the people around you, and you're a little wary perhaps of outsiders. It's not like the rest of LA where it's very transient. These people are here to stay for generations and generations to come. So that's pretty unique in Los Angeles, and people look out for each other here. San Pedro is a very diverse city. It has a huge concentration of Croatian people as well as Italians. It's actually the largest community of Italian Americans in Southern California here in San Pedro. So you're gonna see a little Italy here. There's gonna be a ton of restaurants, including Raffaello's. You're gonna see Italian restaurants, French restaurants, Thai restaurants, Mexican restaurants. You're gonna see a little bit of everything. It's a Thursday at 10 and there's not much going on in downtown San Pedro. It feels kind of like the Gaslight District in San Diego. Nice little vibe down here, clean streets, outdoor seating. Obviously this is probably a carryover from COVID, so that's a nice quality, I think, to be able to eat outside. I'm on 6th Street. 6th and 7th Street are really the two main streets for the downtown San Pedro area. And as you can see, quiet, very quiet. Good vibe, cool vibe. And when this place is going off, it's very cool and bustling. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping, a lot of retail. It's a really cool building in San Pedro, right in downtown San Pedro. The attention to detail and the stairs. This is very early 1900s style of architecture. Kind of reminds me of the Bradbury Building downtown Los Angeles. But it's a little cool salon here. Barbershop. Really great space right across from the Warner Grand Theater. So if you do want to pop into this amazing building called The Arcade, downtown San Pedro, guys, lots to offer here. I'm wondering if once the West Harbor gets in, then this downtown area will wake up a little earlier in the morning. I love these two buildings side by side. You have a new build that's an apartment building, and then next to it used to be a bank. The architectural design just mixes and matches, which is wonderful. I love that about urban cities, and this in particular is a small town, but it does feel very urban. It feels very city-like. So that's kind of interesting feel, very different from anywhere in Los Angeles County. I'm at 22nd Street Park in San Pedro. It looks out on the harbor. You can see the yacht club. You can see all the way out towards the Port of Los Angeles this way and Terminal Island, and enjoy some greenery and some beautiful California palm trees. We are in Point Fermin neighborhood, so there are homes on this side of me, as you can see. Come out and check out what there is to offer here in San Pedro, both from a visitor standpoint, but also a place to live. This is Point Fermin. As you can see, there's a little market here on the corner. So it's mixed commercial and residential. There are some great houses. The lots are good size, 5,000 square foot lots. Some of them are bungalow style, craftsman style, but older builds, close to the ocean. I mean, I can see the Port of Los Angeles out here. Great wide streets, affordable for Los Angeles and Los Angeles County. You can get a small little bungalow style house here. You're close to the ocean, you got that offshore breeze. And I think this community has a lot to offer. Another reason why this is the San Francisco of Los Angeles County. I mean, everywhere you look is a view. I'm telling you, it's just so scenic in San Pedro. All right, so we're in a new neighborhood. This is Vista Del Oro. And you can tell that it's Vista Del Oro because there are vistas. Up here on the hill is definitely a higher price point than down in Point Fermin, and I'm going to show you why here in a moment. Let's turn around. You can see the vista. So out here you can see all the Port of Los Angeles. You can see the boats coming in, the cruise ships coming in, and a lot of these homes on this side of the hill are going to have those gorgeous views of the city and the ports below. The houses up here are definitely larger. They have more square footage, they have more land. A lot of them are 2 stories, where down in Point Fermin, most of them were 1 story. A little bit more affluent, I guess, for lack of a better word, area. If you were looking at the history of this place, this is where all the cannery owners would have built and lived, so they could watch the ports and their canneries and their workers. A lot of these streets, especially along Cabrillo, are going to have views, as you can see, out towards the harbor. So Cabrillo is kind of a nice street, and then all the number streets that grid off of that are quite nice. I'm now in the South Shore portion of San Pedro. This area is quite lovely. As you can see behind me, there's an incredible view. Much more suburban feel. Definitely a higher price point than down in Point Fermin, Vista Del Oro, Holy Trinity, definitely a higher price point. And it's probably attributed to the views, but also the lot sizes and the home sizes. You're gonna get a lot more square footage in this area. Great for families. You are in the San Pedro city limits, so you will be LA Unified School District. A lot of private ownership in the South Shore area. See, as you can see, the houses are quite nice. Tree-lined streets, old growth trees, nice sidewalks set back from the street. You know, San Pedro, it really does offer a little bit of everything, every price point. You know, you can get affordable housing very close to the ocean, which is unheard of, affordable housing for California. And you can have, you know, an incredible view of the ocean and of the industry that's happening in this seaport town. I'm in the Holy Trinity section of San Pedro. This is North San Pedro, North Central San Pedro. It is called Holy Trinity because of a Catholic church that has been there since the 1920s. The Holy Trinity Church, Catholic Church, it's created this beautiful little community, quiet community, very suburban feel community. This street here is Sepulveda, and it's a wide street, which is quite nice. Some of the streets aren't as wide. Obviously, I'm on a sidewalk, which is set back from the road, so on both sides. And the homes are beautiful, lovely, Spanish style, a mixed match of architecture. Most of the homes here are single stories. Some of them are 2 stories, so looks like you can build up if you want to. Behind us is Rancho Palos Verdes, so you're right at the base of RPV, Ranchos Palos Verdes. One of the biggest assets in the city of San Pedro is Peck Park. It has a lot to offer. In here is a community center, a community pool. It has basketball courts. It has places for children to play, playgrounds. It's just a nice open space. You can see behind me there are pathways throughout this park that run through the park. Lots of trees, lots of places to set up a picnic or walk your dog. Just really great green outdoor space. It is on a busy street here. Summerland is a busy street that takes you out to the 110. I'm in Northwest San Pedro. This is Ponto Vista. This is a brand new community. Obviously, it's still being built, if you can tell behind me. We have several planned communities in this area. This one over here is done by Taylor Morrison. I have KB Homes. What's interesting about this one is it's all new builds. It's a planned community, so kind of like Playa Vista, if you're familiar with Playa Vista. So you're gonna have, you know, a pool, a community pool, a fitness center. It's all brand spanking new. They're building the front of this gated community, soon to be gated community, and building out all the homes. You can come and check out model homes here, and I can already see families pulling up and checking out the model homes here. If you want a new build, if you want a planned community, if you want something that's going to be very fresh and different, very, very different from the rest of San Pedro, this could be the place for you. Western is a commercial corridor, and it's running right alongside this gated community. So you're gonna see, you know, a lot of shopping, restaurants, supermarkets, auto body shops, you know, all the things that you're going to need. Like I said, San Pedro has a little something for everybody. Really nice community, and I will make sure to give you more information on that. If you request it, please reach out. Again, I'm a realtor here in Los Angeles County. Happy to be a resource for you. I'm exploring all these wonderful neighborhoods of the South Bay and of LA County. And if you have any questions or want me to do a video, yeah, let's do it. I'm happy to answer your questions and do a video based on your comments.